What's up guys, I'm Doughtinator, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to be fast at Le Mans. This is me from the future. I recorded and edited this video before update 1.13 and the physics have changed significantly. However, everything in the video is still relevant, but it's just become a little bit easier. Specifically, the high-speed oversteer is much less severe. I'm going to begin by pointing out some references that are specific for the circuit experience lap and some areas which you may find challenging, and then I'll go through and I'll do a pace note lap time, which is 1 second under the gold lap time, which will help you know which corners come up. Let's get straight into the circuit tips. And the first tip is just a generic tip for any circuit experience that I always use, and that is to enable the demonstration ghost and put it 0.2 seconds ahead, and then you can just follow the ghost for your lap. And as you can see right now, we're going to do exactly that. To start off, the first sector at Le Mans, and it's basically first corner is flat out. When the track starts to straighten up, then you get on the brakes and down to second gear through the chicane. As you can see, we are following the ghost now on the brakes down to second gear and flowing through these corners here. Caution on corner exit, second gear and below, the car is very snappy. We've gained a lot of time on the ghost through this section. This next corner ahead, it's dropped down to third gear and flow through both of these two corners, fourth gear on the left-hander, and this next corner is very critical, very difficult, and right here we're going to fail because we just miss our turning point. That corner is critical to getting a great run down the Mulsanne straight. Perfect your turning point. You can take it flat out in this circuit experience. I'll show you a full good lap a little bit later in the video, but we'll go through a few more problems which you may find with this Peugeot 908. So in this example here, we're going to be a bit too greedy exiting the chicane in second gear, a little bit wide on the first corner there and trying to make up the time, getting on the gas in second gear, and we spin it out. The car is very loose in second gear. In third gear and above, when the downforce kicks in, you've got really good traction, but in second gear the car can be really snappy. In this example on screen right now, we're going to get a great run through Tetra Rouge, and you can see we keep it completely flat out. Cutting to the inside is safer. It's very easy to run wide on the outside, and we're going to cut quite a bit of the inside of the corner and get away with that. The speed you carry on corner exit translates to speed all the way down the next straight. Sector 2 contains the two chicanes on the Mulsanne straight. In the first one, you want to position your car to the left side of the track because you will be turning to the right. Look for the two orange marshals, and that is your braking point. Then you'll be going down through the gears until you get to third gear. Continue to brake around the first part of the chicane, the right-hander. The corner you want to be slow for is the left-hander. I consider the left-hander to be the corner and the right-hander before it to just be a dog leg in the track, which gets yourself set up for the corner. Exiting the corner, because you're in third gear, you can get on the gas pretty hard. The next chicane is the opposite way around, so position your car to the right side of the track. You'll be turning to the left. Your braking reference point will be the third board. It's hidden. I'm going to talk you through it right now. The first board is big, just there. The second board is hidden right there. The third board is hidden right there on the brakes now. Down to third gear for the first part of the corner. Again, this is the dog leg, and then second gear for the middle part of the corner. The right-hander is the corner you're slowing down for, and then you get on the gas as you exit the corner. You are in second gear, so be a little bit cautious when you get on the gas. Once you're up into third gear, you can safely get onto full gas. And then just run it to the line to complete sector 2. This section is reasonably simple but can be slightly tricky. You're braking into a dog leg. Look for the curb starting on the right hand side. That is the point you get on the brakes. Get on the brakes now, right down to second gear. Keep the car in a straight line and then cruise through the corner. Careful on corner exit. As I've so elegantly demonstrated there, because you're exiting the corner in second gear, there is not enough downforce over the car to make the car stick. You've got to be very cautious exiting the corner. We're just going to repeat that one more time. Exact same process on the brakes. At the curb, braking down to second gear, flowing through the corner nicely, gingerly onto the throttle. Once you're straight, you can get on the gas and run to the line, and that is sector 3 complete. Sector 4 is where the nightmare begins. At high speed through these corners, the car has just way too much front end bias, almost zero rear grip, and we're going to look at some examples now. Going through here now, and we're just going to lose the back end through the corner, and to me this is where the car feels a little bit broken, and it's not like I'd expect it to be. At high speed, the car should be stuck. The default setup on the car should be a little bit safer than it is right now. The best way I found through here was to just gently lift and be cautious on turning to that right-hander. Once you're through there, you can get down to second gear, you can do the left-hander. Caution on corner exit from this right-hander. This is one of the sections that I would recommend repeating. Even if you have got gold, get this section in your mind so you can get yourself dialed in for when you need to do the gold full lap time. Welcome to the Nightmare Part 2, Sector 5 I think it is. Through Porsche curves. To be fast here, you have to be flat out for nearly all of it, and the way the car drives is pretty bad. In my first attempt at this section on screen right now, I backed off. I took it how I would have expected it to be taken, and I was quite a long way off the gold time. And you just need to be committed to this section. But the car has so much high speed oversteer, you need to make sure you're very, very precise with your steering. Don't steer in too hard. The final section through the chicane, you can take quite a bit of curb, but be careful on corner exit. It's the final exit of the lap, and that will get you to the line. So we're quite a long way off really, and that's mainly because I backed out through the first section of the Porsche curves. So we're just going to go again. This was my second attempt at the section. Knowing how much time I lost in the Porsche curves, I'm going to enter it absolutely flat out. The car should be able to take it, but will it? Let's find out as we're going to turn in now, and we're just going to get the car over rotated with, absolutely not ideal in the slightest. So the way to do it, you have to be flat out. That is the way you make your time through this section, but you have to be very precise and gentle with your steering inputs. Get onto the steering lock very gently. As you can see right now, we are going through, we are flat out, we are barely touching the steering as we're going through this section, still flat out. And then it's this corner here where you start to have a little lift, and then down to fifth gear for this next corner, and you can just about get through here. Okay, the braking point for this next chicane is as the pit lane entry opens. Look for the curb, and you're braking at that curb to get you through the first section of the chicane in third gear, and then down to second gear for the final section of the chicane. Run to the line, easy on corner exit, exiting in second gear, and that was the gold section. Like I did with the Nordschleife, I'm going to go through and give you some pace notes for Le Mans. There's a lot of sections of track which can be familiar, or you can get lost a little bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tips as you're racing along. I'll put a link in the description below, or the pinned comment, which will be the start time for you. Hit that start time as you restart your lap, and then let's run the lap together. I'm going to use brake balance -1 for the whole of the lap. I think that was the best overall brake balance to use through the whole lap. Let's get straight into this one. Starting out, you'll be flat out through the first kink, braking as the track straightens out, right down to second gear to float through the first chicane. Caution on corner exit. Flat out through the left and then the right. Brake for the left down to fourth gear and float through the next two corners. The next right is flat out. Look at your turning point, nail it. Flat out for a significant amount of time. Down this straight, bring your car to the left side of the track and keep a lookout for the two marshals. That's be your braking point. On the brakes, down to third gear, then into second gear for the middle part of the chicane. Caution on corner exit. Flat out again for another long period of time. Bring your car to the right side of the track. The next chicane is the opposite direction. Look for the boards in the trees. Brake at the third board. Third gear for the first part of the chicane. Second gear for the middle part of the chicane. Caution on corner exit. Flat out for another long period of time. Bring your car to the left side of the track. You'll be going into the dog leg. Your braking point is the start of the curb on the right hand side. It's a slow second gear right hander. Caution on corner exit. flat out for another significant amount of time. There will be 2 flat out kinks to the right. Flat through 1. Flat through 2, and position your car to the left side of the track. Caution on corner entry, be very gentle with the steering. After the corner, down to second gear for the left-hander. Caution on corner exit. Very slow speed right-hander, second gear, caution on corner exit. Coming up is the Porsche curves. You will need to take this flat. Caution on corner entries. Keep it flat, be very smooth with your steering movements. Position your car to the left-hand side, sweeping right. Still flat through here. Guide the car through. Right-hander is a lift and a downshift. And the following left-hander is also through in 5th gear. Don't run too wide on corner exit. Final chicane ahead. Position your car to the right side of the track. Use the pit entrance curb as your braking reference. 3rd gear through the first part of the chicane. 2nd gear through the second part of the chicane. And then caution on corner exit. With a nice corner exit. Hopefully that's a gold lap for you. If it is, very well done. If you didn't quite make it, don't worry. Keep practicing. You'll get there eventually. If you already have gold and you'd like to share some tips with your fellow racers, then let me know in the comments below. I'm sure it will help out a lot of people to really get the gold at the Le Mans circuit experience. If you have enjoyed the video and found it useful in any way, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. On screen right now will be a link to a video which you may find interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.